Today, an unboxing video. Furthermore, I'm exploring whether you can access a vibrant 90s BBS with 80s C64 equipment at 300 Baud. And a surprise visit from Canada.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
Okay, where was I? Of course, at the unboxing video. Right, my sponsor today is... Am I Casey Neistat? Of course I don't have a sponsor, but I wouldn't mind. So if anyone wants to support me, contact details can be found in the channel info on YouTube. At the moment, however, I already have great Snobsoft users like Elfos who gave me this surprise package here. And of course, I wouldn't mind having groupies like Loretta.
It's okay.
Or Karina. But looking at this, that's probably not going to happen. Okay, I admit, I got a bit carried away there. So let's finally get to the unboxing. And here we have the first little treasure that Elfos kindly gave me. A Lamacette. Exactly. I wanted to experience the sluggish misery that you Lamacetten users had back in the day. Right, Hanno? Okay, let's see what else we've got here. A Commodore 64 too. Many thanks, Michael. This will be incredibly useful for the Snobsoft project. That looks like another C64 too that has lost a few teeth. Okay, it has developed quite a patina. But as I can see now, it has only lost one tooth. Well, let's see what else we have here. That looks like a power supply. One for the C64 wouldn't be bad. Or did Michael pack something else in there? Let's see. I have the Breadbox C64. Does a power supply for the C64 too look like this? Anyone who knows, feel free to write in the comments. And what do we have here? No idea either. Definitely some power supply for a Commodore. But that's not all. What other treasures has Elfos packed for me? Wow, a big boy. What do we have here? A Commodore 128. Wow. Many thanks, Michael. I've never owned one. Now I can finally try entering Go64. Hopefully one of the power supplies will fit this computing marvel. Okay, that's all there is. Was that everything, Michael? Just kidding. I was so thrilled about this package. Moments like these made the 2 years of work to get Snobsoft Online worth it. Exactly. Otherwise, I would never have met you. Here's everything at a glance. The dataset. Of course, I was just joking, Hanno. I admired how you managed so well with this technology back in the day with turbo tape and all. Okay, and what's still missing in this video?
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
Exactly. The surprise visit from Canada.
And now for something completely different.
Thank you, Mr. Cleese. Let's stick with the gifts from the unboxing for now. Why not give the sleek C64 too a little cleanup and then put it to the test? This little treasure already looks much nicer now. It doesn't show on the camera, it was a bit sticky as well, but it feels much better now. So, why not use the freshly unboxed computer for a test run with my G-Link LT adapter to connect to a BBS? That goes in the user port at the back. Now I need my null modem cable. Where is it? Always this cable fuss. Just a moment. Let me untangle everything first. Did you know that every man spends a total of 2 months in his life just looking for cables and untangling them? Okay, I just made that up. But it might actually be true. There it is. Okay, ready to go. The null modem cable now goes into my Fujitsu Esprimo mini PC. A modem emulator software is running there. All further details can be found in my null modem cable clip, which I will link under this video. With that, everything is ready for a modern, in quotation marks, BBS session. Modern, because we will at least go online with telnet. And which BBS should we use for that? How about the Party Bowl BBS from my Snobsoft buddy Droid Mike? The one he is currently presenting here at Snobsoft. Exactly. It's particularly exciting to connect to one of these flashy 90s BBSs with the C64 and prehistoric 300 Baud, which are designed for 2 billion baud. Will that even work? Just for the record, of course, those 90s BBS didn't really have 2 billion baud. But in the 90s, they were already very fast. And in the modern Internet plus telnet, that's already www speed, which in my opinion, significantly reduces the BBS charm factor. 300 baud is sub-zero on the cool wall. Anything faster than 56K nowadays is rather lukewarm. So let's go. Okay, my new old Commodore 64 is chomping at the bit to connect to a BBS for what is likely the first time in its computer life. For this, I'm using the excellent terminal software CCGMS, which is better suited for modern stuff like 90s BBS than the 80s BBS terminal icon Turbo Term by my buddy Hanno Behrens. Yes, the very same Hanno that I've mentioned in the video several times before. So here I am typing on the Commodore 64, using the good old ATD command to enter this newfangled BBS address. I always find it remarkable that it actually works. Connect. Okay. I see something about copyright 2025 here and referred to the Party Bowl or the BBS program as 90s BBS. But you know what I mean. It has that 90s style look, unlike Snobsoft, which is still so 80s. At this point, I always had to hurry quite a bit. That's why Snobsoft is already half written during the login. Otherwise, in previous attempts, I got kicked out for being inactive for too long. And this is an interesting point with the hit a key. With the terminal program Turbo Term, I couldn't get past this point. Only with CCGMS was the key press recognized. Hey Mickey, Is it possible to interrupt or skip text with you somehow? I tried X or Control X. Doesn't work. I guess you don't have that because it's not necessary with 2 billion baud anyway. Who still goes into a BBS with 300 baud in 1995? Here you can see my previous attempts. I was quite a diligent visitor, wasn't I, Mickey? What I only noticed while editing this clip, sysop available? Does that mean I could have chatted with you? Is there something like an SOR command from Snobsoft to call the sysop in Party Bowl? Okay, now I'm going to try posting something. Works quite well with the good old Commodore 64 and prehistoric 300 baud in this modern 90s style BBS with the elaborate menus, doesn't it? Sorry for my slow typing. I'm sitting quite uncomfortably on the floor while writing on the C64. And I have to keep looking up steeply at the huge flat screen in between. And also sorry at these points that this all looks so little like 80s or 90s style with the big flat screen. But CRT monitors are just very hard to film. And in this video, I was more concerned with showing that the whole thing works at all. It's quite funny how the cursor moves here. Kind of reminds me of Pong or something. Yes, and as you can see now, it worked. It's always quite exciting for me to see if everything works while filming. So many things can go wrong. Memory card full, gimbal acting up, the camera frame not fitting, and so on. And even if everything works technically for filming, is the object of desire, in this case, not Loretta for once, but the Party Bowl BBS, online at all? Otherwise, the whole setup was in vain. You know, Murphy's Law and all that. But I was satisfied with the recordings here. And why not leave everything set up? Well, I'm in our living room, and I can't leave all my old school computer stuff lying around 24/7, or as my wife calls it, junk. Okay, now my brain is working at full speed. How do I get out of here and save the text? Trying a few keys. Now I got somewhere. First, let's take another look at the text. Okay, mission accomplished. I must say, overall, I managed to navigate online in a surprisingly good 90s style, considering my standards. It's really a great BBS you have there, Mickey, with many interesting features that I haven't even begun to explore or understand. Also, to all viewers still watching this video, considering the typical attention span on YouTube feels like 30 seconds, there are at least 2 viewers left. I'm guessing Hanno and someone else. So what I wanted to say is, check out Mickey's BBS. And it gets even visually better than just shown. After the filming of this video was finished, I received this message on Reddit from the Party Bowl sysop, Droid Mike. Exactly. He basically activated a special Commodore 64 mode for his BBS that displays everything optimally for the C64 in Petsky. You just need to use port 6464 instead of 2323, as shown in the video. And this is what it looks like on a screenshot that Droid Mike sent me. Pretty cool, right? The only downside I've noticed is that it's naturally a bit slower than the simple look seen in the video. We only have 300 baud available with the C64, at least with my setup. And what is still missing?
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
Right, the surprise visit from Canada. So last Sunday, I was rather bored while having breakfast and looked at the Snobsoft BBS, or rather its turned-off monitor, when I suddenly got the idea to check it out. And what did I see there? Activity. It's always quite exciting for me when new visitors come to the BBS. Who will it be? From which country? Since it's early Sunday morning here in Germany, I assumed it was someone from this region and happily invited them to the Snobsoft chat in German. Hello, already up so early? Grin. Geeky side note. I have to avoid ASCII emoticons in the Snobsoft chat, like parentheses and semicolons, because that can trigger a pretty nasty bug. That's why I spell out grin. But more about that later at another point. Aloha? From Hawaii? No, probably just someone who, like me, fell out of bed early Sunday morning in Germany. Therefore, I continue to ask in German, may I ask how you came across the BBS? The answer is taking a while now, as we will see shortly, because someone probably had to translate from English to German first, likely with the help of the internet. Okay, now I've got it. So here he is, the visitor from Canada. The chat continued for quite a while and was very pleasant. I'll shorten it now because the video has already become very long, far beyond the usual attention span on YouTube. So if you belong to the rare internet species that actually watched this far, instead of, for example, switching back to something from Loretta or Karina, many, many thanks. Oh, I promised too much with the abbreviation, but I still wanted to show you this part of the chat. Yes, feel free to try reaching me with SOR. You won't bother me. If I'm currently busy with something really important, like an act of kindness, I borrowed this phrase from whom? Again, of course, from my buddy, Hanno. I simply won't respond. Exactly. And you, the two viewers I still probably have, are now seeing the very video I'm talking about here in this chat. And while I'm editing this video here on February 27th, I'm waiting for the sis-up of Party Bowl, who still wanted to check out Snobsoft in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. Or is it already morning? Am I crazy? Probably. What do you think, Droid Mike? Absolutely. Many thanks to the unknown Canadian for this great chat. One of the magical moments for me since Snobsoft has been back online. Maybe you'll get in touch again on Snobsoft or elsewhere. I would be very happy. I was especially delighted by the overwhelming response to my Making of Snobsoft video. Feel free to comment under the video what you'd like to see next. I'm open to all topic suggestions. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like or subscribe. Also, don't hesitate to leave a comment. Share the video or recommend it to others.
Yeah, the screen lights up, light it up. The lines are buzzing, it's the place to be. Dial in with the touch of dial.